Let's talk about some of the cons of the brand new Tesla Model Y. Just some observations. We saw a post that talked about some of the negatives of it, and of course, with a bunch of positives. So let's take a look at it. And I want to hear from you all. If you've test driven the new Model Y or been around the new Model Y, what do you think of it in terms of the design, or what are some pros and cons for the vehicle? And of course, we'll give an inventory update as well with all the different discounts that we're finding right now. And I'll give you a great website that we worked on so that you can search easier for discounts in your area and also set up price alerts. I'll send that in just a second. But shout out to DFW for posting this. Ask me anything about my drive, having owned 30 cars and reviewed them hundreds. It was interesting. Cons: the new Model Y rear light bar looks cheap. I guess I'll drive around with the parking lights off on. And pretty interesting observation here, because all the pictures that we've seen are the marketing pictures and everything. We've seen it with the rear light bar on for the most part. And with the rear light bar on, it looks fantastic with that red glow, that afterburner that they're talking about here. And it looks really good. But when you have it off like this, it kind of does look weird, right? And certainly when I was in the showroom and I saw it, the light was on. It looks fantastic with everything and how it looks like. But when it is off, it just looks like it's getting lost in the black abyss here with the rear tail light of it. And so I can see exactly what he is talking about there. And so it's just one of those things where if it's on, or if maybe there's going to be a feature where you can just leave it on. And I'm surprised that there isn't, because maybe isn't, I want to see it feel like there's some DOT regulation or something where the rear tail light has to be a red illumination, or at least has to show red. So it is kind of interesting how Tesla has gotten away with it. And I really feel like, I think that was mentioned in the Jay Leno interview with Lars and Franz, on how they got away with not having any sort of red on the rear side of the Model Y. And so I would kind of agree with that. I do like how it looks with it on, but with it off, it is a different style look. The next one is that the front looks generic. Many won't know it's a Tesla in smaller or rural areas until they ask. And certainly I can see exactly what you're talking about, because certainly there was this post a while ago where the Model Y Juniper is copycatting a lot of different front ends, especially in the China market. But in the US market, there's only like a couple vehicles that come top of mind, like the Hyundai Kona, and maybe another one that has a similar type of vibe or similar type of style with the front of the vehicle. And so the Model Y, I think, still will stick out, especially with that blade light bar going across the front here at night. But there is one other con that is going to be left to be said, or left to be figured out once this vehicle comes out. And I'll give you a little bit of a backstory of this con, so to speak. And so on the Tesla Cybertruck, it's got a similar style headlight and similar style light bar. And there was earlier posts, especially during that November, December time when it was snowing and there was inclement weather, in which snow would kind of get pacted or impacted in this area right here. And there's always been this story with like the Cybertruck, that the headlight is just not as good as like a regular traditionally headlight and everything. And so with the headlight being in this area right here, and maybe even a little bit smaller than a traditional headlight that's a little bit higher, we're going to see in real world testing to see how well or how good this headlight is on the brand new Model Y. And so that's like a future con to be something to be aware about. And maybe the new Model Y might not have as good visibility in the near future when it actually comes out. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. I want to hear from you. If you've driven it at this point, if you've been around it in some of the showrooms at this point, let us know what are your pros and cons of the vehicle. I mean, the list of pros are significant. It's a better build quality. It's more solid, rigid. You don't hear any rattles as much as before. The suspension is more comfortable. All the different feel textures, all the different sides, the panels is a lot more luxurious as well. And that rear seats, being able to fold that fast, is a pretty nice feature, especially if you're someone that doesn't have kids or have a car seat and you want to fold down seats all the time. It definitely is a very nice feature for sure. But certainly there's really three types of Model Y buyers right now. There's people that might be looking to buy the launch edition. There's of course a ton of you out there that I feel like that are waiting for a non-launch to actually start. And of course, there's people looking to buy the old Tesla Model Y. And that's why we collaborated with Only Used Teslas to build this website. It is a tracking inventory website for Tesla inventory. You can use it as a search tool to find big discounts like some of these right here. And the cool thing with this website is you can track individual new and used vehicles to see when there is a price drop or not. And so go ahead and check it out. It's in beta stage right now. We're working through it. I would say we've gone through a lot of different testing, but if there's any issues that you find, record a video of it and go send it to the email down below, which is support@onlyusedtesla.com. Definitely go check it out. I post a link down right there and also put it in the live stream comments and the description as well. But this is where we're certainly finding discounts in this type of caliber area, $6,000 to $7,000 off. And if you want a more of a granular type of search engine or page, definitely check out our deal spreadsheet down below in the description, where we keep track of the best deals out there. $6,000 to $7,000 off of Tesla Model Ys and around $2,000 to $4,500 off Model 3s. But of course, those $4,500 off on the Model 3s are going to be like the Model 3 performances. But in other Model Y Juniper news, there was a truck spotted in the Northern California area, Fremont, Livermore area, with a bunch of Model Ys getting delivered, but most likely these are not customer deliveries, and most likely these are going to be showroom demo vehicles, or more importantly, showroom test drive vehicles. We went to go do a test drive over the weekend. We released 2 videos that on the channel, so if you're interested in taking a look at them, one was a just general test drive of the vehicle and my thoughts on it, and the other one was a comparison against the Model Y, or the older Model Y, right after. So if you want to take a look at it, go ahead, I'll post it right here so you can take a look and watch some of those series on the videos. But more than likely, these vehicles are going to be test drive vehicles, because when we went to that Tesla showroom in Century City, if you're interested in doing a test drive in the Los Angeles area, there was 3 Model Ys that they had on the test drive lot that you could drive, and they only had 1 inside the showroom. So I would imagine they're starting to ramp up this as much as possible, because they know that this is important. They know that getting butts in seats and getting people to drive them is going to get more orders. And I think that is their strategy right now. They're not going to do any sort of customer deliveries. They're going to deliver vehicles, the new Model Ys, to showrooms so that people can get into them. And so if you're interested in purchasing or ordering a new Model Y, of course, don't forget to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description. You don't get any discount on the new Model Y, but we still get a little bit of a credit. So thank you to everybody that has supported us by using our Tesla referral code down below in the description. In other Model Y news, it seems like another camouflage Model Y was spotted in Shanghai, China, and most likely this is going to be some sort of performance variant. Or maybe is this going to be a super range variant that has 95 kilowatt battery? I guess time will tell, because that would be pretty interesting if Tesla actually releases a performance variant and a super range variant, like maybe this year or next year. We could certainly see. But time is flying, because it's almost been a month already at this point since the release of the Model Y Juniper in the launch series for the US market. Deliveries are happening soon, but I more than likely think it's going to be a March timeframe, and I actually think it's going to be like a late March timeframe. Someone said earlier in one of the forum posts like March 20th, and I kind of think like that is going to be a very similar date range for that timeframe. But let us know, when do you think, if you've got a new Model Y launch on order, when do you think it's actually going to be coming out? I was trying to survey a bunch of you out there just to see, like, what are you buying right now in terms of a Model Y? Are you buying the new Model Y, the long launch, or the old and busted, or even a used one? And it seems like an overwhelming majority, 55% of you out there, or 55% of you that voted on this poll, are looking and waiting for a non-launch, which makes sense. If that price comes out at $46,000, $47,000, it could be a impeccable value when it actually comes out. In other news, would Tesla design? It seems like how there's new glass on the new Model Y that could be trickling down to other vehicles as well. From speculation posts from Joe in terms of screenshots, it looks like they're using that same type of glass on the roof of the Tesla Cybertruck. Some facts on this: 7 times more heat resistance than the old glass. So it'd be pretty interesting to see if this rolls out to other vehicles, and more than likely it could be rolling out to the new Model S and Model X. I mean, there's a ton of things coming out for Tesla this year. There's a lot going on. I mean, we got a $29,000 cheaper, affordable Tesla that could be coming out. Robotaxi, maybe not. Rear-wheel drive Cybertruck, I definitely think that's coming out. Unsupervised full self-driving, We'll see on that one. Cybercab for sure. Model S and Model X refresh. I'm excited for that one because that one was just confirmed the other day. Tesla Semi, Robovan, and Optimus is just a small list of a ton of things that are coming out this year for Tesla. Pretty exciting year for sure. And yesterday we talked about the Polestar deal, the Polestar 3. Like if you have a Tesla, you can get not 10, but up to $20,000 off of a Polestar 3, which is a crazy incentive. But dialing into this and peeling back some of the onion on this, it's actually not a full $20,000. I mean, yes, you are getting $20,000, but $15,000 of that anybody can get. $5,000 is Tesla Conquest cash that you have to own a Tesla. So really it's $5,000, not a full, but I mean, that's why they're using $20,000 because it's a full $20,000 if you want a Polestar vehicle and you own a Tesla vehicle. On the other news in terms of market update or to Tesla website update, it seems like Tesla has added photos of their used inventory back again on websites. And so if you're looking to buy a Tesla directly from Tesla, whether it's a used one, you can now see real photos of that real vehicle. And there's a benefit to buying a Tesla directly from Tesla used one. You get 1 year extra warranty and a little bit of mileage as well. And so really cool to see that they've started to do this. And I guess it gives you a little bit of comfortability when buying a used Tesla from Tesla. But I've never really been a fan of buying a Tesla from them directly. Tesla. I'd rather just buy off of Facebook Marketplace so I can see the vehicle in person, negotiate in person, or negotiate with a real person, and maybe even dealer or a local mom and pop dealer as a fallback safe or anything. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you are thinking. So you've been shopping for a Tesla recently, but the monthly payment has probably got you rethinking your budget. Instead of sacrificing and cutting back on a brand new Tesla and getting your dream car, why not save on your monthly phone bill? And that's where our partner Mint Mobile comes into play here. We've also been thinking about getting a new Tesla, and constantly I like looking at our bills, monthly subscriptions, trying to see where we can cut back. Things like Netflix, YouTube Premium, and much more. And that's where I've been able to save on my monthly phone plan by going to Mint Mobile. Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month, and you can get high-speed data and unlimited talk and text on the nation's largest 5G network. You can bring your own phone along with your current number and existing contacts. It's really easy to switch service thanks to digital eSIM cards, which most of you now have. You can sign up and activate immediately right on your phone from the comfort of your home. If your phone doesn't have an eSIM, Mint will ship you a new SIM card for free, and it only takes 15 minutes. As you guys know, we've been traveling a lot pretty recently, so using Mint Mobile's mobile hotspot with our laptop has been pretty crucial and a game changer. So if you want to save money without the sacrifice, go to trymintmobile.com/DennisCW, also linked in the description, to get premium wireless starting at $15 a month when you purchase a 3-month plan. Thank you to Mint Mobile for partnering with us, and let's get on to the next topic. Thanks for that, everyone, and thank you all for dropping by. If you're just joining in, welcome. We're talking about some of the cons of the new Model Y. It seems like most of them are design cons at this moment, like how this rear tail light, it basically could be seen as cheap. You don't really have any of that sort of that red glow when it's off like this. And so I still kind of like it. But according to DFW, he thinks it looks cheap, or DFW car and takes. The other thing is the front with all the different LED light barbs could look a little generic. And I kind of see what he's talking about because there's a ton of vehicles, like a list of these, but a lot of these are like in the China market, not necessarily the US market. But the one other third, like half con or something that could be a con in the future is where the headlight is positioned. I want to say it's a little bit lower than where it usually is. Cybertruck has this issue already where it could get blocked or it doesn't have the best visibility. And so time will tell to see the performance of the new headlights, but maybe it'll be good because of LED matrix headlights, which could be or is coming out with the Model Y, as Lars said, the VP of Tesla, later on this year. But the one thing is for sure, if you want to upgrade your Tesla, don't forget about Jawa, one of our Tesla partners down below in the description. They've already test fitted a bunch of their accessories that they sell on a Model Y Juniper. And so if you're very interested in taking a look at their accessories and getting ready for your new Model Y, definitely check it out down below in the description. We got phone mounts, which is by far my favorite. I have it on all our Teslas, center consoles, and much more. So definitely check out Jawa down below in the description and also at the accessory link and the discount code down below in the live stream chat. And of course, it supports the channel as well. So thank you that for